Hello, and welcome back to Pluralsight Live. We're so glad you're here. Right now, I'm here with Paul Daugherty, the Group Chief Executive of Technology and CTO at Accenture. Paul, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's really exciting to be with you at Pluralsight Live.
Yeah, we are super excited. We wish we could be together in person, but this will do. It's awesome what technology can do to bring us together and be safely socially distanced.
Exactly.
So let me share a little bit about you with the audience before we dive in. You're the CTO at Accenture, one of the largest independent technology service providers in the world. You serve 91 of the Fortune 100 companies, and you oversee the company's technology business globally. In 2019, Paul was named to Retail Week's Tech 100 list, a list of the most influential leaders shaping the future of commerce through technology and digital innovation. I know Paul's a passionate advocate for gender equality in the workplace and sponsors many STEM-related inclusion events and diversity initiatives. And you're also the co-author of a new book called Human Plus Machine, Reimagining Work in the Age of AI, a much-needed management playbook on how businesses can embrace AI. So I'm super excited to talk to you about all of this. Welcome again. Thanks for being here. We're honored to have you on our virtual stage. So let's dive in and talk a little bit about Accenture. Let's just orient people on what Accenture is all about, your mission, and what role technology plays in it.
Yeah, no, just starting at the high level, what we really do is we work with companies to help them solve problems, improve their business, and do like really cool things with technology. So that's essentially what we do. And one way to think about it is the way we like to think about it when we think about what Accenture does is we help companies deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity. Where technology and human ingenuity come together. That's why the dialogue and partnership we have with Pluralsight is so important in the equation. And we are operating at scale, as you said. We have 500,000 people around the world. That's human ingenuity, at scale that we think a lot about. And we deliver at scale for clients. We don't just advise clients. Every 15 minutes, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, every 15 minutes, we're turning on a new system, putting a new system in production for a client that does something meaningful and substantial in their business. So we're kind of always on and always turning things on and developing running systems for clients. And I'd characterize how we think about our business in three ways. The first is the ecosystem, which are the partners we work with, like Pluralsight, many other partners. And for most of the large, leading technology companies, we're the number one partner. So we have this ability to curate the best technology and the best technology innovation on the planet and bring that to our clients. And that's really the second part of the way I think about our business, which is the innovation. How do we curate and take the best technology and work with our clients to apply that and do new things and innovate in their business? And then the third piece of it is really that human ingenuity or talent part of it, where we're continually investing in our people to make sure we have the best talent to help our clients solve these problems. And that takes the form of 22 million training hours that we conduct every year for our people, and a lot of folks on our learning platforms, and also a big investment of about $800 million a year that we invest in our kind of people in learning. So that's kind of what we're all about. And I think of us in many ways as a learning organization because the pace of technology changes so fast. We're in this exponential technology era that we need to be continually changing, improving, and learning in every element of our organization to meet our clients' needs.
That's awesome, Paul. Let's talk about COVID for a second. I mean, you see so many clients who are quickly adapting. Their world's been turned upside down. What are some of the common themes you're seeing across the industry right now as clients shift their priorities? What's happening?
I think the biggest single shift that's happening is really maybe a little counterintuitive, which is an acceleration of business and transformation. And it's because of factors that were in play before COVID, but COVID accelerated it. In 2013, we wrote a paper and made a statement that every business will be a digital business. Every business is a digital business, is what we said. And it was, I'd say, wasn't well accepted at first because a lot of industries, a lot of companies said, we're not going to be digital. But it quickly became accepted that was what was going to happen. And we spent about that last decade, since roughly a decade or a little less, since 2013, building the leading digital business, digital services business in Accenture to help our clients do that, kind of changing our industry as part of that and helping a lot of our clients. But then we stepped back in January, actually at Davos. We issued a new report just before. This was just before COVID, and we said that we had hit a bit of a stall with digital. There was a digital achievement gap where the 10% of companies that are the leaders in digital outperform the rest by a factor of 2 to 3 times. 10% outperform the rest by 2 to 3 times. And this achievement gap between the leaders and the others was a great concern, to many companies. And then COVID happened, and that digital achievement gap widened because those with better digital infrastructures could manage and accelerate even during COVID, and those that didn't have the digital infrastructure realized how far behind they were. And so all the discussions we're having with companies, or most of the discussions, are how do I accelerate? I know I need to move faster and come out of the crisis faster to catch up. How do I do that? And that's really, I think, the biggest theme. So it's about the workplace and collaboration technologies, obviously, but it's about, the biggest single area we've seen accelerate is cloud. And I referred to cloud first earlier, and what we've done. It's partly because of that, because CEOs, not just CIOs, but CEOs are realizing to digitally transform their business, to close the achievement gap, the way to do it is to modernize their technology and the way they work and the way they innovate. And the fastest way to do that is by moving to the cloud. And so that's, I think, generally what we see happening. And we don't think we're going to return to the way of, the ways of the past. It's a new normal going forward. And the way companies innovate will be different. The way we work will be different. And that's how we're investing for the future.
Makes a lot of sense. Any other best practices you would give to everyone listening here on how to keep up with that pace of change moving forward?
I think the way we think about it is we have our innovation architecture that we have in Accenture, and I think every company you need an innovation architecture on how you're going to digest and innovate around technology. And everybody's won't look the same as ours necessarily, but you need to think about one, because it's not about just tasking a couple people with innovation. It's not about just a chief innovation officer. It's not about an outpost for innovation or an innovation garage that you set up. It's about a fabric of innovation in every part of your company. And that's the way we think about it. So we have an innovation network, is what we call it, across Accenture. It starts with our research facilities where we come up with the new ideas, our labs where we do research and patent new ideas. We have over 7,500 patents and patent pending, which is a big number, for our industry. We then have the innovation hubs where we bring clients and bring it to life and co-innovate with clients, and then that goes on and makes it at scale into our advanced technology centers and delivery centers where we do work for clients. And it combines every person at Accenture, so everybody's job is to innovate in some way, connected by this fabric of our innovation network and innovation architecture. And I encourage every company I talk to, to do the same. And you need to think about your financial commitment to innovation too. I mean, we invest over $1 billion a year in acquisitions, over $1 billion a year in investment, and over $1 billion a year in people and training and the like. And at a company our size, that's a significant investment to continue innovating and moving things forward. And that's key to success.
So do you believe that companies that figure that out, that really learn how to learn and can build skills faster, will emerge from this crisis stronger?
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, I think we're at a time of change. Right now, companies. And I think if you could give any CEO a magic wand and give them one wish, I think their wish would be change. They have a place they want to go, and the question is how do they get there? And the change is about learning. It's about how do your people learn? How does your organization learn and move forward? So I think that's what I'd come back to as a core focus for the future.
And I know you've been focused on this internally within Accenture, just within your own ranks. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the TQ initiative you've been working on?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, and I've got my TQ hat here. You can put on my little my TQ hat. But the TQ is a really important program that's sponsored by Julie Sweet, our CEO, and TQ is technology quotient. And we fundamentally believe, as I was just saying, in the world that we're living in, every one of our people has to have a baseline technology quotient, and that needs to improve over time. And technology quotient, it's a list of things you need to know, things you need to be conversant in and talk about. And we've had such a great partnership, Aaron, around using Pluralsight as the foundation for our TQ program, and we've had a great success. I think it feels like a long time, but we've I think we've only been at it about a year now, and we've got 75,000 people that's are improving their TQ, their technology quotient, and we're going to add to that to every person at Accenture as we scale this up. And the partnership we've had in this area is great, and I think Pluralsight is the kind of platform that allows people to learn specific things, but then find their way to other related items and do some serendipitous learning that really does improve their TQ, which is why we're a big fan.
Well, thank you. We've loved working with you on it. It's such an innovative idea, and I know it's going to make a huge difference for Accenture. Paul, it's been so great having you here. I mean, you're a pioneer, lifelong learner, a champion of diversity and inclusion, and just a fantastic human being. Thank you for being here with us today and sharing your knowledge with everyone here at Pluralsight Live. And we wish you and everyone at Accenture the very best.